This is it. The moment the entire Philippines has been waiting for is finally here. Alex Eala, the 21-year-old Filipino sensation who has already conquered Olympic gold medalists and Grand Slam champions, now stands face-to-face with her biggest test yet, world number 10, Elina Svitolina, a four-time Grand Slam semifinalist with 20 career titles and a hunger for revenge. Just 5 weeks ago in Berlin, Eala shocked the tennis world by dismantling Svitolina in straight sets. But this is a new surface, a new sequel, and a new challenge. The Ukrainian veteran has vowed that today will be different, promising to draw confidence from her gritty comeback win just 24 hours ago. With a semifinal berth against Naomi Osaka hanging in the balance, every single point could rewrite history. Will Eala prove that her Berlin victory was no fluke, or will Svitolina's experience and power be too much to handle? Let's break it all down. Alex Eala has arrived in Washington, D.C. not as a mere participant, but as a force of nature that has already sent shockwaves through the tennis world. The 21-year-old Filipino prodigy, currently ranked world number 28, came into this WTA 500 tournament with a mission, and she has executed it with breathtaking precision. Her journey to the quarterfinals reads like something out of a sports movie, a tale of resilience, courage, and unwavering belief that has captivated millions back home and turned her into a global sensation. In the opening round, Eala faced a monumental challenge in the form of Zheng Qinwen of China, the reigning Olympic gold medalist from Paris 2024. This was not just any opponent. This was a player who had stood atop the Olympic podium, a former world number 4 who had proven she could beat anyone on her day. Eala dropped the first set 4-6, and many would have crumbled under the weight of such pressure. But not Alex Eala. She dug deep, rallied back to take the second set 6-4, and then completely dominated the decider 6-1, winning 7 consecutive games at one point to seal one of the most impressive victories of her young career. It was a statement win that announced to the world, Alex Eala is here to compete with the very best, but she was far from done. In the round of 16, Eala faced an even more daunting opponent, Leylah Fernandez, the defending champion of the DC Open and the number 7 seed. Fernandez, a Canadian of Filipino descent, had beaten Eala convincingly 6-1, 6-4 at the Stuttgart Open just months earlier. This was personal. This was a chance for redemption, and Eala seized it with both hands. She took the first set 6-2 with aggressive, fearless tennis that left Fernandez scrambling. Then came the second set, and it looked like Fernandez was about to force a decider as she raced to a 5-1 lead. But Eala refused to surrender, displaying the poise and mental toughness of a player far beyond her years. She fought back point by point, game by game, erasing the deficit and forcing a tiebreak. In that tiebreak, she was simply unstoppable, racing to a 6-1 lead before sealing the victory with 2 blistering forehand winners. The final score, 6-2, 7-6-1. The defending champion had been dethroned, and Alex Eala had booked her place in the quarterfinals of one of the most prestigious tournaments on the WTA Tour. And now, standing between her and a historic semifinal appearance is a familiar face, Elina Svitolina, the woman she defeated just 5 weeks ago in Berlin. The stage is set for an epic rematch, and the entire tennis world is watching. On the other side of the net stands Elina Svitolina, a player whose resume reads like a Hall of Fame induction speech. The 31-year-old Ukrainian is a former world number 3, a 20-time WTA title winner, and a 4-time Grand Slam semifinalist who has reached the Final Four at Wimbledon, the US Open, and the Australian Open, while consistently being a quarterfinalist at the French Open. She is a warrior who has won 3 Italian Open titles in 2017, 2018, and most recently in 2026. Her career high ranking of number 3 on September 11, 2017, is a testament to her longevity and sustained excellence at the highest level of the sport. But for all her accolades, Svitolina is a woman with a score to settle. Just 5 weeks ago, on the grass courts of Berlin, she walked off the court stunned after being handed a 6-3, 6-4 defeat by the then-unknown Filipina. That loss was not just any defeat. It was a quarter-final loss to a player ranked significantly lower, a player many had written off as too inexperienced to compete with the elite. It was a loss that stung, and it has been lingering in the mind of the Ukrainian ever since. But Svitolina is a fighter, and she has earned her spot in this quarterfinal the hard way. After receiving a first-round bye as the second seed, she faced Polina Kudermetova on Thursday night in a match that tested every ounce of her resolve. Kudermetova served for the first set twice and even had a set point at 40-30 at 6-5, but Svitolina refused to break. She rallied to take the first set in a tiebreak 7-6, 4, before closing out the match 6-4. It took her 1 hour and 27 minutes to dispose of the Uzbekistani player, and it marked her first win since a victory over Lyudmila Samsonova in Bad Homburg back in June. After the match, Svitolina spoke with the wisdom and determination of a seasoned veteran. She acknowledged the challenge that awaits her, but she made it clear that she is ready. "It was not an easy battle for me," she said of her Berlin defeat to Eala. "Tomorrow is a new surface, new country, a new city, so it's a new challenge. And hopefully, I'm going to draw some confidence from today's match and carry it into tomorrow." She is embracing the change, viewing it not as an obstacle but as an opportunity to rewrite the narrative. This is a woman who has been to the mountaintop and back, and she knows exactly what it takes to win on the biggest stages. The hard courts of Washington, D.C. are her turf, and she is determined to prove that the Berlin defeat was an anomaly, not a trend. The battle lines are drawn, and the stakes could not be higher. When Alex Eala and Elina Svitolina step onto the court at the William H.G. Fitzgerald Tennis Center, the contrast in styles and experience will be on full display. This is not just a battle of athleticism. It is a chess match where every shot, every movement, and every decision carries immense weight. Let's break down what makes each player dangerous and where this quarterfinal will be won and lost. Alex Eala has built her game around aggressive, fearless tennis. She possesses a powerful forehand that she can whip cross-court or down the line with devastating effect. Her backhand is solid and reliable, allowing her to trade blows with anyone on the tour. But what truly sets Eala apart is her mental fortitude. As she demonstrated in her comeback against Leylah Fernandez, she thrives under pressure. When she was down 5-1 in the second set, many players would have mentally checked out and started thinking about the next tournament. Eala, however, went the other way. She raised her level, became more aggressive, and completely turned the match around. Her ability to stay calm and execute her game plan when everything is on the line is a rare and precious gift, and it is one that will serve her well against a player of Svitolina's caliber. On the other side, Svitolina is the embodiment of consistency and defensive brilliance. She is one of the best movers on the tour, covering the court with effortless grace and turning defense into offense in the blink of an eye. Her backhand is a weapon of precision, and her ability to absorb pace and redirect it with interest makes her a nightmare for aggressive players. She has the experience of playing in the biggest stadiums against the biggest names, and she rarely beats herself. She forces her opponents to earn every single point, often outlasting them in long, grueling rallies. As Svitolina herself put it, she was trying to be locked in and eager to get back on track after her recent struggles. The key tactical battle will likely revolve around Eala's ability to dictate play and Svitolina's ability to neutralize that aggression. Eala will look to hit big, take time away from Svitolina, and come to the net to finish points. If she can consistently hit her spots and keep Svitolina on the back foot, she has a real chance of repeating her Berlin success. However, Svitolina will try to extend rallies, move Eala from side to side, and force her into errors. She will look to use her experience to frustrate Eala and make her impatient. The surface also plays a crucial role. Eala's victory in Berlin came on grass, a surface that favors her aggressive, serve and volley style. The hard courts of Washington, D.C. are a different proposition. They are slower and higher bouncing, which could favor Svitolina's defensive game and give her more time to set up her shots. Svitolina acknowledged this, stating that each day presents a new challenge. The player who can adapt to the conditions, execute their game plan, and seize the crucial moments will emerge victorious. This is high-stakes tennis at its finest. As the players walk onto the court in Washington, D.C., the atmosphere will be electric. A huge gallery of Filipino fans has been showing up in force for Eala's matches, and this one will be no exception. The energy in the stadium will be palpable, a cauldron of emotion and anticipation. For Alex Eala, this is the moment she has been working towards her entire life. The 21-year-old from Manila has already accomplished more than most players ever will, but she knows that this is just the beginning. She has the mental edge from her Berlin victory, but she is wise enough to know that past results count for nothing when the first ball is struck. She must stay focused, stay aggressive, and trust the game that has brought her this far. Svitolina, on the other hand, has the weight of experience on her side. She has been in these high-pressure situations countless times before, and she knows exactly what it takes to win. She is determined to exorcise the demons of Berlin and prove that she is still a force to be reckoned with. The match will likely be decided by a handful of key moments of breakpoint saved, a crucial volley, a mental lapse. In these moments, the player with the stronger mindset will prevail. Eala has shown incredible resilience in her matches against Zheng Qinwen and Leylah Fernandez, coming from behind to win when it seemed all was lost. Svitolina, too, showed her fighting spirit in her comeback win against Kudermetova. This is a matchup between two of the toughest competitors on the tour, and it promises to be a classic. The winner will take a giant step towards a potential semifinal showdown with Naomi Osaka, a match that would capture the imagination of tennis fans around the world. But for now, all eyes are on this quarterfinal. Will Alex Eala continue her dream run and prove that her victory in Berlin was just the beginning, or will Elina Svitolina's experience and determination be too much for the young Filipina to handle? There is only one way to find out. The match is scheduled for 6:30 a.m. Manila time, and millions will be watching. This is what tennis is all about. The drama, the passion, the glory. Two warriors, one court, and everything on the line. Let the battle begin. If you enjoyed this latest tennis update and want to stay ahead of the biggest stories in the world, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel right now. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss a moment of the action. See you in the next video.